Boom, and here we go. All right, so we on Charlotte Norm Tournament, Labor Day, round 3. Before we get started, if you like the content here, of course, and for more content, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's get right into it, right? My opponent here is FIDE Master, Gabriela Antova. Now, afterwards, right, after the tournament, we had a little get-together. It was fun. It was nice. I was out there with Naroditsky, right? It was like, you know, Charlotte Chess Center, bro. It was dope. It was a little nice. We had some drinks. He was hanging out, right? But that's when I found out that the person that I played here in this round, Gabriela Antova, you can Google her. She's a FIDE Master. She has 2 WGM norms and 1 IM norm, bro. 1 IM norm. Bro, she's strong. She real strong. She real strong, right? So know that before we go into this game, right? So here we go, right? This is round 3. This is round 3. And she's playing with the white pieces. I'm playing in the black with the black pieces. All of her games were dumb strong. Oh, yeah. I know, Cardiac Kid. I know, right? All of her games was good. She's really good. And in fact, shout out to Alejandro Ramirez here. Alejandro is actually her coach. I didn't know that. And I actually hung out with him too. Shout out to Alejandro. If y'all know him, who's doing the commentary for, you know, Grand Chess Tour and with Maurice and Yasser, I hung out with him like last week in Charlotte. So Alejandro is her coach. I found that out. So I was like, wow, that's why she's so strong. Her coach dumb strong. Makes sense. Everybody's strong around here. So now Gabriela Antova, she's playing white. I'm playing black. What's up, Zani? Was good. Thanks for the follow, dirty boy. So here we go, right? She plays d4, right? I go knight f6. She goes c4. And what do you think I played here? It's already on you, chat. It's already on you, right? It's already on you to answer. This is always an interactive stream. So if you're new here to the stream, this is on you to answer, right? Especially for people that are lurking, totally fine. Welcome to the stream. But this is on you to answer. It's black to move. This is all about you learning. I learned already from what I'm supposed to do for my games here, but this is more for you to learn. So here we go. We have e6, d5 from Queen. What? d5. And Chaz said d5 too? Bro, d5 is straight garbage. Don't ever play d5 in your life. You are straight garbage. I mean, 100%, 1000%. That is disgusting. Don't ever play d5 in your life in this position. After pawn takes, knight takes, you looking crazy. What is this? You was trying to play a Grunfeld? Not today. Wow. Hey, somebody get your man's 100% Cambodian natural phase blockage. That's not a move. Sheesh, you didn't already gave this man a center and you didn't even play g6. This is not the Grunfeld. In fact, this is just the U-Feld, right? Okay, this is not the Grunfeld at all. So don't try this ever at home. d5 is not a move. Glad we got that out the way. Now we do have e6, right? I see some e6s in the chat. I see some g6s. Okay, right. Yeah, e6, right? d5. Okay, you failed. Correct. Yeah, this is a Garbo opening. Dude, no, the real opening. This is Garbo. I'm a c5 kind of guy. g6, e6. Thanks for the follow, Sir Mac Twitch. g5. Wow, straight up garbage. I mean, let me get one for you too. Hold up. Garbage. g5. Unbelievable. Okay, but this is the move here. In fact, what I did here was c5, right? This is the new stuff for me. I love playing it. I'm looking at Benkos. I'm studying Bononi's. I'm studying a little bit of everything. But the Benko I really settled on because this one is very, very fun to play. The the Benko Gambit. It's very fun to play. I play c5. There is a lot of theory involved here. So much theory that sometimes it will deter you from this. It will deter you from it. Now, of course, King's Indian's kind of the same. Even Grunfeld. Now that I think about it, every opening you play against d4 comes with a lot of theory with the black pieces. But definitely the Grunfelds, the King's Indians, and the Benkos. This is something very, very wild. After c5, she plays d5. And, of course, the next move is what, chat? What do you do? cd6, a6. Is this the reverse ready? No. I ain't never even heard that. Reverse ready. I don't even know what that is. But I think I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no there, bro. Nameless Diddy, thanks for the follow. E5 Gambit, we have B5. Okay, we have A51. Wow, dirty boy. A51. What the heck is that? A51. G6. Take pawn with knight. Take pawn with knight. I'm not even gonna push the button. I'm not even gonna push the button. Wait, does D6, the square, D6, okay, D6, G6, we have G, oh my goodness, G5, oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna push the button, I'm not. G6, D6, B5, okay, B5, this game is B5, correct. B5 is it, guys. B5 is the move you make here, and this is Benko. This is now the Benko Gambit. After B5, you have many options here. You have Knight C3, which is declined. You have Knight F3, which is declined. Queen C2, which is declined. You have also Knight to D2. These are all moves you have to face. Knight C3, you got to study that one. Knight D2, got to study that one. Queen C2, got to study that one. A4, got to study that one. Knight F3, got to study that one. F3, got to study that one. E3, got to study that one. You have to study all of these lines. And the one that I like the most, obviously, and especially for Benko players, is the captures line. And if capture happens, then you play A6. And even from here, you have even more theory. You have captures Knight F3. You have captures G3. You have captures Knight F3. You have captures Queen C2. You also have the B6 line, which doesn't capture at all and plays B6. And even then, there's another leg or tree of theory that goes about 6 to 7 variations deep. All of them could be 20 to 30 moves of theory, just being 100% honest with you. With that being said, you know, I love the capture Benonis. Sorry, Benkos. They are kind of the same. But actually, after C takes B5, which is the main line stuff, is what I'm used to seeing and what I like to see. But you can play the decline. And after my analysis, I knew that she actually was going to play what she played here in the game, which is Knight F3. Based off of my analysis, you know who you're going to play ahead of time. So with my pre-game preparation, I knew she was going to play Knight F3. So I went to my files, and all I did was study the Knight F3 files, because this is one that I don't get a lot of, so I had to study it more. So now I know what to do extensively, because I spent a lot of time with it for preparation for her. And honestly, guys, I mean, out the opening, I was up 45 minutes. Every game almost, except I think it was round 6 or something. I don't remember, but we'll go over that later when we get to that round. But I was up a lot of time because I was prepped. So I was kind of blitzing out the moves. She played Knight F3. What do you do now, chat? What do you do now? It's black to move. What do you do now? Knight F3 happens. This is not the Benko you used to at all, by far. What do you do in this position? What do you do? We have E6. I see D6. I see another D6. I see H6. I see D3. That will be D6. G6. H6. Okay. Queen C7. Okay, that's a move. B4. B4 is also a move. G6. For me, says Curious Chimpanzee. G6, I think you can actually get away with, to be honest. G6 is definitely a move. You also have D6 and E6. Literally, guys, what's funny is the flexibility option. Let's flip the board here, right? And we talked about all the theory that white can do. Look at all the moves that black can play here. G6, I can take the pawn. I can play E6. I can play bishop B7. I can play A6. I can play D6. There's so many other moves here, right? So white actually has to study a lot as well. So now, okay, and let me deny that DHA, like you tripping. So after D6, E6, and then A6, you have B4, of course, and G6 and bishop G7. So with that being said here, what I played and what the theory says is bishop to B7. It's exactly what I play here. Bishop B7 is what the theory says. Now, engine, which is a little bit different. Yeah, you can find the engine line, but you still have to go forward and further with the engine line. So you could play E6, right? You could play D6, but bishop B7 is the further line. Not only am I developing a piece, but now I'm deterring even more. C takes B5. I'm also threatening to take and win a pawn here. Now, 100%, this is straight theory. Queen C2, this is the move she played. Again, straight theory. Black to move. What do you do, chat? And I think we followed theory all the way up until, what move is this? Move 12. So around here, this wasn't very, very, very deep in theory, but it was deep enough, right? And I was up 45 minutes after move 12, right? Because the theory is that deep and it's dense and you have to be correct. So this goes to move 12 of theory, and that's when we started to deviate slightly. It is black to move, chat. What are we doing? We have knight to C6. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? You okay? You okay? Hey, Sig. Hey, if you need somebody to talk to, you know, we have counselors in the Discord that can talk to you. Make sure you're not on suicide watch, right? Knight C6, you're going to be all right. D6. We have D6. Okay. We have G6. We have Queen B6. Okay. I like these. Knight A6. Potential. Right. I like it. And H6. H6 is a little premature. With that being said, bingo. All right. Yeah, bingo. Now, here we go. Bingo. H5. H5. Oh, Dirty Harry. I like that. Hey, Dirty Harry style. G6. Okay. G6 again. Very nice, guys. Again, you have multiple moves here. Now, following theory, I'm going to teach you a little bit about theory here. The theory here, also B takes C4. There you go, Holden. Is B takes C4, right? We're going to take this pawn because we're tired of the tension now. And now we're going to take on D5 to follow. E4, the whole idea of this is Queen C2. If you go back here, White wants to play E4. But you can't play E4. I'm going to take on E4. Knight takes E4. So Queen to C2 defends the C2 pawn. It defends it. And actually here, I forgot to say something in the beginning. Today's title of today's, when you see the YouTube video, the title is going to be, what is it? Silent but Deadly. Silent but Deadly. That's today's title, because what I'm going to show you here is exactly that. Let's see, right? Queen C2 is E4. E4 is trying to defend the pawn, obviously. So we take on C4, so they don't have just this huge center. And then E4 happens anyway, threatening bishop takes C4 and defending the pawn on D5. Black to move. What do we do? Black to move. What do we do? What do we do, chat? You're stupid. You're dumb. He said, that's my farts right there. That man, like, let me put my silence in the chat, though. D6, man of the hour. What up? Pinman, what's good? Chocolate Cheetos. Number one, your name is still gross. And number two, what's up, my guy? Good to see you. D6, knight takes E4. Yikes, Lucas. Yikes. Don't do it, Luke. Don't do it. Don't do it. D6 is another move I see. Again, E6 from Aries. Great job. In fact, Aries got it correct. And Lauren here. Canty, let's get that number. You know it, big fella. We on it. So E6 is actually the move. A6 here. You want to break up the center before White is able to take on C4 and just have a solid center. So you want to hit it now. E6. Boom. And if captures, of course, you can end up taking on E4. But the main line move here is actually a quick pawn sack, which she does. Boom. Bishop takes C4. D5 is actually hanging. Chess is simple math. 3 attacking, 2 defending. I'm supposed to win a pawn here, but there are some silent but deadly traps in here, big fella. Now, of course, there is silent but deadly is like the name of the title. And it's not about this part right here. In fact, it's further in the game that where I got the title from, Silent but Deadly. So you can understand how I was thinking there and how I actually was able to make this game or learn something from this game that I can use in future reference for my other games. Queen A5. Yeah, Queen A5 check. I mean, this is what they call, in a way, patcher check. And not that it's a terrible check, but it's a terrible check, bro. Queen A5, it doesn't, like, I can just block with anything. In fact, I can block with the bishop or the knight. You gave me a free move to develop. I can go knight C3 or bishop D2. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Right? Aries with the prime because it's time. Thank you. I appreciate that prime. Aries came in with the follow. Hit us with the prime. Sheesh. Let's go. So Queen A5 is not a move, my guy. Don't even do it to yourself. This is a family channel. So after bishop takes C4, black to move, chat. What do you do? We have Queen A5. In fact, that's the only thing I've seen. After that, y'all, they still trying to figure it out. And that's a good thing, because we're here to learn. You lose a tempo, White develops their bishop. Correct. We have knight C6 from Phantom Master Klenjik. Wow. Blocking with his whole face. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Man, I hope that's not you. E5. Okay, E5 ain't looking too good. Knight takes E4. Oh my goodness. Man, look, hey, Benko is not y'all opening, okay? Benko is not your opening. We're going to have to spend a lot of time in the Benko, okay? A lot of time. We have G6, Bishop E7, prepare the castle, okay? Thanks for the follow, Bazooka. What's good? Never played this one for real. We in here. What's up, Lefty? What's good? What's good? Here it is, right? E takes D5. Very simple. Trade. E takes D5. E takes D5. Okay, chat, and now what is the move? I've literally never seen this. Well, you're going to learn today. Okay. It should be 7 from Suze. Okay. 37. Yo, where do you move? 37. Smiling too. He said E7, sorry. No, that's just funny. That was 37. I got it. 37. Smiling and everything. Hype. Knight takes D5. And we have Queen E7 check. Knight takes D5. Bishop D5. Bishop takes D6. Knight takes D5. Bishop takes D5. Okay. 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 Knight takes D5. He said E5, but I know he meant E5. Okay. D6, bishop E7. Nice. Okay, here it is. In fact, it's bishop takes D5. This is what I did. So I steal the pawn. I am up a pawn, right? After bishop takes, obvious, we take it back, right? And if queen E4 check, what happens, chat? Somebody tell me what happens on queen E4. What happens on queen E4 check, chat? Queen E4 check. Attacking my knight and checking me at the same time. We have queen E7, knight E7, knight E7s, queen E7s, bishop E7, knight block, queen E7, queen E7. Okay, knight E7. Hey, man, that's what's up, chat. Okay. Knight E7. Knight E7. You're garbage. 100% garbage. Garbage. Straight up. Garbage. Not a move. Wow. Queen takes AA. Get the man off the board. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Sign the score sheet right now. Sign it. Stop the clock. Sign the score sheet. This ain't your tournament. This ain't your tournament. It's not your move. This is not it. So after queen E4, you go queen E7. And you just block it. Because I can't take the knight. Obvious. Obvi, right? Obvi. Right triangle. Like Hikaru says. Shout out to the big fella. Queen E7. Pin the queen. You take, I take. Very, very simple. Easy. Same. And I'm up a pawn for almost nothing. Very nice. So she doesn't do this. She's very strong. After knight takes D5, she castles. Now, man, y'all about to block with y'all whole faces out here. It's about to be a lot of face blockers. Let's get some stretchers in the chat because you have to be extremely accurate here. And if I didn't know the theory, I know I probably would have went wrong here. I'm just telling you how hard this position is to play right here. In fact, the declined Benkos are actually the hardest ones to play. Not the ones where they capture the pawn twice. This is what I'm talking about. Let's go back. Not the ones where they actually capture the. These are the fun ones, man. I mean, when they take this, you play A6. You can take this, which is mainline Benko. I like the newer versions with G6, Bishop G7, Queen A5 stuff. I literally just played a 2580 IM on one of my training accounts. I won't tell you where that is, but I was just playing a 2580 IM. My rating's higher in my blitz. I was like 2630 on that account, and I beat him. But he played. What Benko did he play? He played a weird one. He did capture twice. He captured twice, and then he ended up playing E4 and E5 and an early H4, which I know that theory as well, so I was able to beat him through that. Was it Blitz? Yeah, it was 3-0. It was definitely 3-0. But what's good here is the fact that these Benkos, like the decline ones, are absolutely the hardest ones ever. So, you have to be really booked up on those, especially somebody as strong as she is. So after bishop b7, queen c2 takes, d5, e6, takes, and castles. After castles, okay, chat, it's on you. Don't get this wrong. You better get this right. I don't blame you if you don't get it right. This ain't easy. But it's black to move. What do you do? What do you do? I see knight b6, bishop e7, bishop e8. I'm sure that's e7. Knight to b6. Knight f6, bishop d7, meaning e7. Meaning e7. Knight a6. Bishop e7, bishop d6. Bishop e7, finally, please. You guys are right. Bishop e7. You want to develop, bro. A rook is coming to the file with a smile. Yes, black is up a pawn, but the compensation. Let's flip the board here. If you playing white here, oh, I'm feeling good. Oh, yeah, let's go. I'm banking on the fact that you don't know what you're doing. I'm banking on the fact that you don't know how to get out of this accurately. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. I was up 45 minutes around this time. Almost more. In a few more moves, I'm going to be up like 45 minutes. I'm not even going to lie. I'm straight, like, for real. I was up a lot of time in this game because I was prepped. I know this theory, right? So with that being said, bishop e7 is the move. Bishop e7, she goes rook e1, still theory. Still theory, right? So rook e1, okay, rook e1 happens. What do you do now, chat? It's on you. You do, chat. It's on you. It's on you. Let me, where he at? Let's get rid of him. Okay. All right. So castles, knight b6. Okay. Castles. Knight b6. Castles. Obviously castle from FM Badger. Out of the ordinary. Tuck away. Okay. Nice. Castles, castles. Okay, chat. You know what? I love it. I love it. I love it, chat. I love it. Okay. Okay. Castles. You're garbage. That's not a move. Garbage. Get the man off the board. Garbage. Get him out of here. Garbage. Send the stretcher. Garbage. That's not a move. Wow. Sheesh. That's garbage. Queen e4. Game over. And she gonna stare at you real hard flex. Real hard stare into the camera. Real hard stare. Go ahead. Sign the score sheet. Yeah, you can sign right here. Yeah, just sign the score sheet. Stop the clock. Sign the score sheet. Have a good day. Bye-bye. This is a wrap, bro. You've lost the game instantly. Instantly. That's not a move. Try again, big fella. Try again. Okay, so if I can't castle, then what do I do? What do I do now? Knight b4. Okay, knight b4. I consider knight b4, but I just wanted to follow the theory. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to follow the theory. I'm not about to play nothing out the ordinary. I'm going to just follow the theory. Knight c6 is a move. Knight f6 is move number 2. Move number 1 is what I play here, which is knight a6. Knight a6. Got him. I gotcha. Big boy move. Bruh. Yeah, that's real nice. Knight a6. Hit him. Right, knight a6. So knight a6, what is this? It seems very strange. Absolutely. It is a strange move. And what is supposed to happen here? In fact, what I know from theory is bishop g5. The grim is rim. That's correct. The grim is rim. The grim is rim. Bruh. You know what he meant, though. You know what he meant. The grim is rim. So bishop g5, right? So bishop g5 here is the theory move. This is what theory says. Bishop g5 is the best move. After bishop g7, then we castle. And this is literally, I mean, I'm like walking around at this point because I'm like, oh, she gonna play bishop g5 probably. I'm a castle. We gonna follow the line, and this is what ends up happening. Takes, and then after queen c4 hitting a6, the best move is knight c7, giving the pawn back. I go knight e6, queen d6, rook b8, and I'm hitting rook b6 as well with b2 hanging. Rook b6 followed by d5, and we live. d4, 2 knights versus 2 knights. I got the open file. Yes, I have an ISO, but that's fine. I can use the C file. Queen comes to a5, bring the other one over in Benko fashion. And it's going to be a party out here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a party, big fella. Sheesh. Come here, big bruh. Yes. I was ready for this. I was absolutely ready for this. You know what I'm saying? I was absolutely ready for this. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah, I was absolutely ready for this. 100%. But this didn't happen. This is actually what happened. Let's go back. She played queen c4, which is a move. And in a way, I was like, okay, so we're going to do this by transposition is what you're saying. So, go back to chat once. Hey, man, watch the YouTube video. If you want to watch this again, you can watch the YouTube video. Yo, Motor City, Toxophilite. I'm going to just say Motor City. Thanks for the prime, bro. Thanks for the prime. Let's go. Shout out to you, Motor City. Let's get it with the prime. So, right, we go knight a6. That's right. Chat already got it. Knight c7. That's exactly right. Knight c7. She goes queen takes c5. Oops, sorry here. This is actually a different variation, and this one is too, and I think this was a different variation. These are all variations I looked at. So okay, here, so knight a6, right? After knight a6, you play queen c4, and then knight c7, or knight c7 is the move. She took on c5, right? She took on c5, hitting the e file. Now, of course, putting pressure. Now you castle, get out the way. Very easy, very simple. Castle, get out the way. She goes queen c4 and backs up. Now here is actually where I was really out of theory. This is move 14. And right here, I was like, okay, now we on our own, which is fine here. But this is the position I get out of theory. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling absolutely wonderful right now. This is a great position, it feels like. Right? Why not take the queen? Yeah, you're right. You know what? Hey, chat. Somebody tell him why we don't take the queen here.
Bruh. Garbage. 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 Garbage.
Okay, so we're going to keep going here. After queen takes c5, we're going to castle and get out the way and have a nice day, right? And then after castles, right, so there's queen to c4. This is what happened. So queen to c4, okay? Queen c4 happened. Queen to c4. This is what she played. So what do I do now as black here? Nikki K, thanks for the follow. After queen c4, what do you do with the black pieces? I have knight b6. I see knight b6. I see bishop f6. Okay. Bishop b4. Bishop b4 is a little strange. A little strange. It does hit the rook, but you can always block with something. In fact, you have to think long term here. You always want to think about really, really good moves that can really put pressure on your opponent. So in fact, that move is indeed bishop f6. Bishop f6, which is the #1 engine moves, it hits b2. Knight c3 is not appealing because I just take with the knight. And I mean, look at this. Rook c8 and we great. Like, get her off the board. Sheesh, that's going to be nasty. I just have constant pressure. I'm playing for more here now. With that being said, though, bishop f6, she goes knight b to d2. And I mean, I'm like playing on autopilot, y'all. I'm like, oh, this here, you know, sipping my water, pinky up, looking at the other games. Oh, you moved? Oh, here, right? It was like autopilot because it's a very easy position to play. Very easy position to play. Bishop f6, knight b to d2, and then it's black to move. Chat, where do you go? Come on, queen, 2 times, pinky up, you know, pinky up. Preach, pinky up, yeah. So, you know, what do you do? Knight b to d2, what do you do? Knight b6 or rook c8? I have rook b8 from Auburn Knight. Rook c8. Gotta stay classy. Big facts 2 times. Rook e8, rook d8, rook b8. Very nice, chat. Very nice. In fact, I'll tell you the top engine moves here. #1, knight b6. #2, rook b8. #3, rook e8. All right, so rook c8 is probably a move too as well. I'm sure it is, but it's not in the top 3. Canty sips brain fuel with his pinky up. That's right. Make sure y'all copy on some brain fuel, okay? That's good. That's fruit punch, by the way. Command brain in the chat. And if you watch it from YouTube, it is in the description. Yes. So with that being said, knight b to d2. I played knight b6. I saw this. Knight b6. She goes queen g4. Cool. I'm still doing good. I'm still feeling good about the position. I'm still feeling real good. She goes queen g4, right? Black to move. What do you do now, chat? What do you do now? Black to move. Queen g4 happens. Okay, yeah, the queen's on g4. I mean, what are you really threatening? Right, in a way. Maybe something like knight e4, which looks kind of annoying. You know, kind of annoying here. So, like, what do we do, chat? What do we do? I think it's unanimous right now for what I'm seeing. d5, 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 d5. Love it. You have rook e8, you have g6, and another d5. You have g6. Yeah, let's go. What's up, Razo? g6. Yeah, correct. d5. Yeah. In fact, guys, it is d5. d5 is the #1 engine move. #2 is knight e6. d5. I'm stopping knight e4 before it happens. Yes, this is isolated, but it's easily defended. I also have the c and the b files to work with. Constant pressure on the queen side. I knew I was feeling great here. I knew I was even slightly better. And in fact, the engine says it's minus 0.07. But in human standpoint, bro, that's super equal. I mean, super equal. Right? But, you know, as a human standpoint, once again, you do want to favor one side. And I have activity, right? You know, I'm putting pressure on this side of the board. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. She goes, right? 95, which I saw this move. I was like, 95, okay, 95. And right here, right? Actually, in fact, after the next move I make here. Now, after the next move I make here is, again, the title of today's video is Silent but Deadly. Silent but deadly. But this is going to be after the next move that I make. And you're going to finally see what I was looking at and how I felt. What do you do in this position? Black to move. Black to move. We have queen d6. I see a queen d6 there. Prophylactic, yeah. Rook e8, rook e8. Thickest curse, thanks for the follow. Rook e8, rook e8. Queen d6, another one for queen d6. Rook e8, king h8, Phantom Master Cleanser. You know, I was actually considering that. Believe it or not, bro, I was actually really considering king h8. Rook e8, knight d7. Oh my goodness, serious business. I want you to look at knight d7 again, and I want you to get as close as you can to the computer right now. Like I want your whole face on the computer, and look at knight d7 again. Okay. Somebody said garbage. Hold on, let me hit you right there. Let me
Garbage.
one more time.
Garbage.
Okay. All right. So after 97 does not work. But let's look at this again. Okay. The move here, actually, move number one, which I did consider. I didn't like this though. This is what I didn't like. I thought this was very complicated. If I go rook e8, which I really saw obvious, is an obvious move to make. After rook e8, there's this move here, knight d to f3. Cool. Perfect, right? We keep moving. Where do we go next, chat? Where do we go next? Cyberbullied by the entire Twitch chat. 96, we have queen c8. Okay, what else do we do here, chat? So, okay, cool. Put pressure on the pin piece. That's what they say. In chess, kids, knight to c4, knight to c4. Beautiful. You guys are right, knight c4. I saw this. Then, what I didn't like was a bishop f4 option. Yes, I can take on b2, but I'm not about to take that pawn. That pawn has no relevance. No relevance at all. In fact, I'm almost looking scared here. So in a way, I was like, shoot, I don't know what to do here. I actually didn't like this. And the engine gives this line, knight takes. And then if you take with the knight, then I can play knight e6 and then bishop g3, which this line is very playable. I actually like this one a little bit better because some of these pieces are gone. But for some reason, it just didn't feel right. And I didn't have a lot of experience yet. Of course, this is one of my first times. In fact, actually, this is the first time I've ever played the Benko over the board. Ever. I've studied a lot of it. I've played a lot of games in it. But this is the first time I played it over the board. So I haven't faced this line. And I wasn't, comfortable experience-wise. Now I am. I know what to do and what to look forward to and etc. But I didn't know. So I didn't go for rook e8. In fact, and this is what I said here. Right, this whole analysis is about this sentence here, right? It's silent but deadly, right? Silent but deadly. While playing a new line in the tourney, I see, yeah, absolutely, people do it all the time, and you need to stay on your toes like that, because if you're very predictable, in fact, what's funny is after analysis, or actually at the after party, right after the tournament and stuff, we had the little after party. It was turned up, and we was talking, and she said, "I prepped for your King's Indian." And I was like, wow. I don't even play that no more. I don't even play that no more.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Right? You have to be different. You gotta be different. You have to grow as a player every single day. So she said I prepped for that and couldn't even believe it. Which means that's another reason why I was up so much time, because she was expecting a King's Indian and got a Benko, right? Which I'm really nice at. Now, with that being said, after 95, I play queen c8. This is what I did. She clearly has been in your chat. Yeah. Funny. H5. No, but you can just look at old games and stuff in the database and you can tell, what's wrong with the trade with bishop and knight and then rook e8. So, in fact, that's a good question. Let's actually look at that. 95, bishop takes, rook takes, and then rook e8. I think this is fine, actually. This is a more simpler route. If you're trying to go for a very simple trade the pieces off route and not play, yeah, you're going to play for more, in fact, and maybe, honestly, this is a very good way of going. In fact, shout out to Atagi here in the chat. That's a very easy way to just trade, right? You just trade, and I kind of did something like that later on. But what I did here was queen c8, which is a move from the engine, still equal. And what I was expecting, I would love for a trade to happen, and I can go something like queen f5. Yo, shout out to Jack Kern. What's up, Jack? Okay, Jack, just like that with the 5 and we live, bro. Get some hype in the chat for that. Thanks for that 5-piece and a biscuit. Over from Jack Kern. Appreciate you, bro. Queen c8. I'll go queen c8. Something strange about white. It's equal, but white has 2 pieces not developed. Correct. It's strange, right, Quinn? It's pretty strange. Nikki. Yo, Nikki with a 5. Okay. Okay, I see you, Nikki. Thanks for that 5-piece. What's up? 5 and we live. You know it. 5 and we live, baby. So queen c8. I go queen c8 because I'm trying to trade. They showing crazy love out here. Absolutely, man. They always do that, man. You can't find no other channels like that, you know what I'm saying? Or no other like communities like that, man. It's great. Chess community is awesome. Everybody in it, or at least the people that are cool, right? People we ain't got to ban. You know what I mean? But other than that, love y'all. Love y'all, man. Appreciate that. Queen C8. I go Queen C8. Right? F or A takes. F or A takes. Oh, you mean rook wise? Oh, rook wise? Great question. Great question, actually, Lucas. After queen takes, I was actually going to take with the F rook. Because after rook takes A, you could. I was annoyed by this move for some reason. I was really annoyed by this. I didn't like this. Been watching for 5 minutes. Feel the vibes. Appreciate it. Let's go.
Bruh.
Love the, yeah, man. Let's get it. Every time I hear you clap, I expect you to follow with garbage. Got you trained now. You're trained now, A-Dot. That's right. Okay, so here. I'm going to take with the F rook, to be honest. After queen takes, I was going to take with the F rook to keep the file open. This rook can still be here. And even A5, A4, A3 is a real potential idea. Pay attention here. Watch this video again if you have to. And even in King's Indian, for my King's Indian players, Accelerated Dragon players, Thin Shadow players that puts the bishop on G7, this is a common theme. A5, A4, A3. Pressure this diagonal with the bishop on it. Knight C4 is in there, knight E6. I can bring the rook back over. Something to pay attention to. So I had that in mind, obviously. But what she did, she played queen to G3. And right here, again, this is the whole title of today. Silence, but deadly. Right here, hey, bro, I wasn't liking this. I was not liking this no more. Shout out to Arbor Knight with the 100 biddies, bro. Train ticket. He just started a hype train, y'all. Let's get it. Can't you take with the A rook and play knight B5? You probably can, but I didn't want to give up this trade. In fact, what you're talking about here is queen takes, rook takes, knight C6. I guess you can go knight B5, but the problem is I don't like knight E7. Like, why am I giving up this strong bishop for what? I guess rook C2, but like, you know, this is still weak. I mean, there's an A4 option in here. Maybe rook takes A7. Like, this is, don't give them counterplay that's not needed. You know, that's just something you don't want to do. Give them counterplay that's not really needed. You know, if you could go a better route, go the better route. You know, that's usually how you want to do it. As opposed to like, yeah, I could do that. But like, how much counterplay do they get is what you want to ask yourself. Thanks for the 200 from Curious Chimpanzee. Level 3 hype train because of y'all. Let's go. So let's go. All right, so queen C8. Right, queen C8 happens. She goes queen G3. And this is where I froze, guys. I actually froze right here. And I started to realize something. This is a silent but deadly position. I am feeling like total at this point because it's scary. I feel very scared here at this point. And I'm going to tell you why, right? Like, this didn't feel good. Like, yo, bro, this is silent but deadly. Why, right? Here's a few options. Here's a few ideas, right? I didn't, you know, knight E6 is something I wanted to play, but I saw knight F3. I saw knight G4 coming in, taking on F6, the bishop coming to H6. And I was like, what the heck is this? What did I get myself into? She's about to just have a free hand at me to attack. Watch this. If I try something like queen F5, right? I saw knight G4. And I'm like, oh, cool, knight G4. Yeah, I'll be okay. What would you play in this position, chat? Let me show you how scary this was. Silent but deadly. What would you do right now? Let's just get some ideas in the chat. What would you do? Queen F5, because queen C8 was actually something I wanted to do and put the queen on F5 so I can go over to maybe C2. Something like this. Maybe put the queen on G6, maybe, right? We have 2 for bishop to D4, okay? W says 423, thanks for the follow. Knight D6, okay? Oh, you mean knight E6, right? And actually check this out, right? I forgot, the knight is hanging. The knight's hanging, right? So your knight's hanging, okay? Your knight's hanging. Your knight is hanging. Okay. Okay. So knight E6. Okay. Makes sense. Makes total sense. Knight E6. Okay. 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 You're garbage. 100% garbage. Get the man off the board.
Garbage.
Wow.
Garbage.
Sheesh. Knight H6. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you thought everything was going well. And you thought you was doing well. Silent but deadly. This position is very scary, right? So I go back. Okay, let's try again. So I can't go queen F5. I can't go queen F5 at all, in fact. I can't. No one at your level will miss that, though. Let's be fair. No one. Oh, in fact, and nobody's missing that. Ain't nobody missing that quick shot. Knight G4. That was a very scary thing. So I'm like, dang, what else do I have? Knight c4, that's not a move, right? Knight e6, like king h8, right? I'm like, maybe, right? G6, but then look at the dark squares around my king. Knight f3, bishop h6, right? It's like she has a free, at this point, I was feeling like, how does she have a free hand at my king? She had a free hand, like it just didn't feel right. And in fact, what's funny is this is a different line. Actually, hold on, let me go to this one. Queen g3, yeah, this is the other line. So queen g3, so I went rook e8. Rook e8 is still playable. That's correct, Atagi. Atagi must be kind of strong. Like we're suggesting moves here. Like correct. Atagi is actually pretty nice. This side didn't bother me the whole game. Yeah, rook e8. So I played rook e8, and imagine, right here, this is why, this is a part that I needed to work on after I, analyzed all of my games and the tournament overall. I know what I need to work on, and I've been actively working on it already, having some good results, right? Beating Jacob Aagaard today in one of my training accounts. You can Google who that is, by the way. I did beat Jacob Aagaard today or yesterday. I beat him yesterday on my training account, just so you know. But I've been able to, really hone in on the weakness that I did find through these games. Here, Shoveling Cole, thanks for the 100 biddies from Auburn Knight. Yeah, so rook e8, but the engine says this is equal. And, what she did play was the correct move, knight d to f3 here. And I, right here again, silent but deadly. Was this classical or rapid? This was all classical games. This is round 3, Band of Glory. Make sure you're on the YouTube channel and check rounds 1 and 2. But knight d to f3. So when I'm playing black here, immediately I was like, yeah, this ain't working. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I went wrong here. And surprisingly, the engine says that every move I make is equal. Very strange. Even the move I made in the game, but it didn't feel like that, right? Let's look at some choices. If I go knight e6, which is a potential to me, I didn't like knight g4. Knight g4 or bishop h6 first, like whatever she wanted, in a way. Even stuff like, bishop h6, then knight g4. And I'm like, man, what is this? Like, come on, bro. Then rook come into the c file, knight go to c6. Bro, what is this? And I was like, yo, I know I'm playing the Benko, but is this ain't what I wanted. Like, this ain't what I wanted at all, right? Knight g4 is coming next. I can't even go king h8. The f pawn's hanging. King f8? Are you serious? Bro, you about to play king f8.
Bruh.
I mean, come on, dog. You about to play king f8?
Bruh.
Stop right now. Stop right now. You know your game is bad if you have to play king f8. King h8, you can play. King f8, okay. What is this nonsense you're doing? All right. I knew something was wrong, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Again, if I go queen f5, knight g4 for the score, oh my goodness. This is gross. Knight still hanging. Knight h6 still out here doing his thing. You're looking crazy out here. You're looking absolutely garbo. Absolutely
Garbage.
1000%. So this is not fun. By far, again, silent but deadly. A little silent position, everything equal, but it feels like you're under so much pressure out of nowhere. And that's why I named it this, because this is how I felt. In this position, the engine says the best move here is knight to d7. And also, second move is knight b5. I don't even know what this do. What does this even do? Bro, what does this even do?
Bruh.
What does it even do? I don't even know. Knight b5 is the engine move, though. The other move is knight d7. Okay, I like knight d7 because now there's lots of trades. Right? Trades would be nice in this position for me. In this position, can't we trade and play rook e8 and still have white still have back problem? Correct, the back rank problem. So in fact, shout out to Otagi here, that's actually what I went for. After thinking about all these lines, knight e6, queen f5, all this extraness, right? Knight e6, I didn't like knight e6 because knight e6, I was looking at knight g4. Then I was thinking about, what do I do about this bishop? I'm not moving the king. Come on now. Like, you straight garbage. If you even think that's your first move you're going to make, it's already bad for you. It's already bad. You can't move the bishop anywhere. And in fact, the engine says, oh, you're fine, bro. Just play knight d7. I didn't see that. I know now. But I'm like, yo, knight d7? And let her just take this, which I guess it does work because knight e4. But I didn't like this. I didn't want this to happen. I felt like I was losing the grip of the game. All right. So what I did here is I made a committal decision. I made a very, very deep committal decision. I took on e5. Bishop takes e5 because I was like, well, if you're under pressure, one of the biggest things to do is trade the pieces that are attacking it. So I just snap the knight off. Bishop takes e5, get rid of one of those pieces. Then after knight takes e5, again, I can play knight e6, which I didn't play. I didn't play knight e6 because I didn't like knight g4 once again, and bishop h6s are looking very just annoying to me. If bishop h6, get this, engine says best move, queen d8. Queen d8, bro. I was not playing this in the game. I was not thinking queen d8. Like, get out of here. You can play queen f6 next. I do like it, right? I do like it. But queen d8, like, that's crazy. I didn't like this. This is very, it looks very deceiving in chess. And this was, again, you know, silent but deadly. A very hard position to play with accuracy. Knight takes e5. And here, I actually, in a way, blundered the position away. And I played queen e6. Now, of course, right here, it's still fairly equal. It only goes up just a little bit, only to +1, which is in engine standards and in human standards. I mean, you see that all the time. You'll watch an engine game. You can go watch games right now, GM games. You're going to see something say +2. It's going to go back down. It's going to be minus this. It's going to be equal. It moves around a lot, right? So +1 is not like, oh, you're winning. Oh, you should win. It was +1. That's a wrong interpretation of how to look at the engine. So it's +1.2 here. But at the same time, right, you know, you have to play extremely accurate. And the only move that makes it +1.2 here is if you play b3 right here. Are you serious?
Bruh.
b3? Ain't nobody playing b3. Nobody's playing b3 in this position. No one. So with that being said here, you know, this is still fairly an equal position. Queen e6. I'm pinning. I'm threatening f6, right? f6 is pretty cool. But there's also bishop h6. Oh, and I'm actually stopping bishop h6, which is one thing I wanted to do. Knight d7, knight c4. Like, I wanted to keep some pressure here. All right. After queen e6, she goes bishop f4. Perfect. And in this position is where I actually saw, oh, snap, I'm about to be in trouble. I am in a lot of trouble right now. Believe it or not, it's equal. Looks are very deceiving in chess. Let's flip the board. White to move, right? Or black to move. You know, I mean, as white here, oh, I'm feeling good. Oh, yeah, your pieces look crazy as black. But in fact, engine's like, no, you're fine. It's only half a pawn up. What? How? Flipping this back at the black, looking at black's position here, I saw that when the knight moves, by the way, like if I play anything, she can go back to f3. Let's say I do something like h6, ridiculous move. But the knight goes to d3 or f3, defending the rook, so I can't do it. And now my knight's hanging. My knight's gone. What if I try rook c8? Same thing, big fella. You didn't do anything. Knight to d3. You are straight up 1000%. Because now this is defended and the bishop is now going to take the knight. Very strong move by her. Bishop f4. So in a way, I almost panicked. The best moves here by the engine given, actually, which is hard to find here. I played the third best move. The best moves are, number 1, queen e7.
Bruh.
How? Queen e7? The heck is this? Because if they go knight d3, you block with the knight. Strange. Very strange. Very strange, bro. Very strange. And if you go knight c6, then I can attack you. Or actually, there's mate too as well. Like, come on now. Right. But queen d7 for everyone else. But you can definitely just take this. Queen takes e1. But, of course, queen e7, which is a move I was not looking at. But I did find the third best move here, which was knight b5. I played knight to b5 with the idea of if I could get this knight to d4, we might score, right? We might, if we can get the knight to d4. But it's a long shot in a way. After knight to d4, she moves the knight to f3. Knight goes back and defends. Cool, I got a few options. I actually chose the worst option out of the three here. The worst option. Because number 1, I didn't want to go something like queen g6. Because I didn't want to just, you know, I mean, this is garbage. In fact, this is +3. How? Oh, the knight. That's right. I forgot about this. Wow. That's crazy. Looking at this again, this knight's trapped, right? Knight f3 was a brilliant move. Like, she is very, very strong. By the way, she was, this is what, round 3? She was 2-0 before we got here. She won her first 2 rounds. Very strong. Knight f3 now takes away the d4 square at the same time defending the rook. So now if I do something stupid like queen g6, well, first things first, I can take these. Maybe I can take these. But in fact, right now, I can just take on e8. You take back. And then I play a4 for the score. Sheesh, and that's a piece. That is a piece. The knight can't go anywhere. Your knight is trapped. You don't have any tactics. In fact, the engine says this is +4. Sign the score sheet. Stop the clock. This is over. You're down a piece. So after this, right, I didn't go queen g6. In fact, I went queen f5 to keep the ideas alive. If a4 happens, I actually miraculously can get out of this. After rook takes e1, and I think rook takes e1, I have knight takes a4. But even here, the engine's like, I mean, this is just terrible. Knight h4 is coming in. Queen f6, bishop e5, right? I gotta go like here. But what is this? Like, this is not the Benko you hope to play forever. So this is gross. This is absolutely gross. But I knew that it was slipping away here because I panicked due to the fact that this was a silent but deadly position. And I should have traded in a different fashion. And my knights got tangled up here, especially not even knights, but the b5 knight coming from c7 was pretty gross. It had to go to e6. And I had to do some things differently, which I know what to do now, but it was a very rough game. Queen e6, she goes bishop f4, I go knight b5. Knight f3 happens, I go queen f5. And then after queen f5, she goes knight h4 first. And at this point, I knew I was in a lot of trouble right here. I was in a lot of trouble here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big fella. Oh, it's about to go down. Not the way that we want it to at all. Any way, shape, and form. In fact, here I actually just panicked. I was like, shoot, do I go queen d7? Right? And I forgot the knight b4 is a move now because of a4. I really was so fixated on the fact that I'm trying to play active. Activity, right? You want to be active, not passive. You want to be active. So I went queen c2, which is just losing. Everything is losing. Queen d7 is actually the only way to try to stay in the game. And queen h5 is another one too, because again, my knight is not trapped, but I'm just in a way dazed. Like, oh my goodness, what the heck happened here, bro? Like, this is not the position I wanted. So it's hard to make good moves in a bad position or a cramped position or positions you're not familiar in. You can replay that back many times to hear that again. But here, I mean, you know, I went queen c2 to stay active. Queen c2, she goes bishop e5. At the bishop e5, I am now forced to play g6, which is absolutely gross at this point. Disgusting. Look at this. Look at this. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, bro. This is terrible at this point. You better you're right, serious business. Oh, I felt like 100%.
Garbage.
Yeah, because this game at this point is absolutely 1000%.
Garbage.
2 times. So after g6, this is like terrible, bro. I'm like just fighting for tactics at this point. She goes rook a to c1. I'm like, I don't even know where to go. Sign a score sheet. Oh, I was about to. I was about to sign a score sheet. I'm getting ready. And I'm like, let me just fight a little bit more before I sign the score sheet. Pin getting a little bit closer. Rook a to c1. I go queen d2. She goes knight f3, queen h6. I mean, are you kidding me, bro? This is terrible. This is disgusting. She goes b3, which is insult to injury here. Now, believe it or not, it's not as much as you would think it would be, engine-wise. They're like, oh, it's only +2. But from a human standpoint, bro, this is +22. This is disgusting. After b3, I play rook a to c8. I'm trying to trade. I'm just trying to do whatever I can at this point, right? The problem is knight's not in the game. Correct. They're not doing anything. Takes. Queen looking silly. Knight's looking dumb, right? Like, it's a dumb game. Knight takes c8. She goes a4. Literally a4. My best move is to go here and give up the piece. The worst move is actually knight a3. But this is the move that you want. This is the move I played because I'm like, why would I go here? I want to at least try. At least try, you know? So I went knight a3. Knight a3 here looking crazy, bro. Bishop b2. I snap on e1. She snaps back with the knight. And at this point, I knew I was jumping off a building, right? I was finding the tallest building I can find and jumping off of it. 1000%. Queen e5 is coming. I can't really stop anything. My knight hanging out here. My knight looking stupid, right? Like, what is this? This is straight, like, I mean, bro, this is disgusting, right? So after knight takes to e1, Queen to D2. At least. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, Queen D2. Okay. Okay. Okay, bro. Beautiful, beautiful. Straight garbage. 100%.
Garbage.
Wow. Doesn't work. Queen E5. This is over. Game's over. This is over. Mates everywhere. There's nothing you can do in any way, shape, and form. So I played D4. Last ditch effort, obviously. D4. And then she takes on D4. And then right here, I stood up. I looked around. I sat back down. And then I flipped the whole board, bro. I was like, man, I ain't playing this game. And knocked all the pieces off the table and flipped the board and walked away. But I didn't actually. I just resigned at that point. But in my head, that's exactly what I did. I did that in my head. But I didn't do it in real life. But, you know, I came back to reality, signed the score sheet, got up out of there. But I was about to flip the board. 2 seconds away from flipping the board. With that being said, though, I learned a lot from this game. And every loss that you have, every win that you have, every game that you play, you should learn something from it. And from this game, what I learned here was looks are very deceiving, right? And at the same time, back here, I also need to be better in the middle game and trust my instincts, because I knew knight e6 was correct. I knew I could play knight c4 as well. I knew that actually queen c8, I mean, yeah, it could be played, but I tried to be clever. I actually thought she was going to take. I just should have played rook e8, and after knight f3, I can go knight to c4, or even taking now. Taking right now, and followed by knight c4. All of these moves are really good. Rook to c8 is another move, right? Knight e6 once again. Just trust it. Trust it. f6 at the end to fight 2? Nah, bro. You really want to, let me show you here. After f6, are you kidding me? f6, right? I would have played f6 if f6 works, but she have, watch this combo. At the very least, she can do this. Queen d5 check. No matter where I move my queen, my king, I lose the queen. Look at that. If I go king f8, check. Right? If I go king g7, check. If I go king h8, mate. There's nothing else to do. At the very least, she can go here. So that's why I resigned. Because if, I mean, I would try, but I mean, there's even like queen e6, right? If king f8, then bishop c5 check, or bishop takes f6 probably isn't more. But I could take this with check. Like, this is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Biggest regret was not really getting those knights coordinated. Correct, bro. Computer says board flip is best. Yeah, I believe that. So going back, I learned a lot. Here, right? Rook e8 is just better than queen to c8. When you calculate the sack after a4. Wait, sack rook after a4? Sacking rook after a4. Sacking rook after a4. Okay, that's here. Oh, you mean rook takes e5? He says sack the rook here. Bro, what? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me right now. You gotta be kidding me. Knight takes e5, and what was the what are we doing next? What is the next move? What are we doing? What is this? I'm down in exchange for what? For what, bro? The knights still look dumb. They still stupid. They don't do anything at all ever. I learned a lot too. Yeah, I learned a lot from this game. I really did. Next move is going to be garbage. 1000%.
Garbage.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was bad, man. It was a bad game. Later on, right? I was cool to sack material, then resign. Funny, yeah. But I learned a lot from this game, right? And I'm just gonna move on from it and you know, talk into the game, but you learn from it. You know, yeah, you learn from it there. So I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. This was a fairly long one, but again, it's very informative, and you guys can watch it many times. If you did like the video and the content, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video and the next round, which is Charlotte round 4.